Today we are once again checking out financial gurus on TikTok. Let's see how they do. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another TikTok reaction video, and today we'll be looking at a brand new hashtag. We're going to be looking at FinTok, which is effectively financial TikTok. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for more investing, stock market, crypto and wealth management content. I'd also love to know down in the comment section below your thoughts on these financial gurus we are seeing on TikTok. But without further ado, guys, let's get straight into today's video. As I mentioned before, guys, we're checking out FinTok today. So if you have any other recommendations of some different hashtags that we can look at, let me know and I will review them. So let's have a scroll down. I don't want to see the best. I like seeing a mixture of what the good ones are, what the bad ones are. So if we scroll down, have a bit of a look around, let's see what takes our fancy. Okay. This guy seems to be appearing quite a lot, honestly. I'm assuming he must be pretty good. I think in the last video we actually did see him as well. Here's an interesting one. Buy the rumor, sell the news. This is a massive one when it comes to investing. So let's get on to this one first.
Dude, what is going on with Pfizer? What do you mean? I put my life savings into Pfizer after the vaccine announcement, but the stock is down 15%. So your $10 portfolio is now worth $8.
Yep.
Fuck you! What is happening with this? Sounds like investors sold the news. Sold the what? So there's a famous saying in investing called buy the rumor, sell the news. Investors bought Pfizer.
And just before this video continues, this is such a big thing that catches out so many investors and traders if they're inexperienced. Buy the rumor, sell the news is something you need to understand. Even if good news is announced, the stock may still drop in value. Let's continue.
Pfizer stock based on the rumor of the vaccine
expectation base.
But when the actual vaccine news came, the stock was priced for perfection and they sold.
Yep.
God damn it. So what do? Buy more? Sell? How many times do I have to tell you that you gotta subscribe to get that info?
Oh.
What is going on?
Obviously the cheap plug, fair enough. But what do you actually do in that situation? Well, it really depends on the stock. Is the stock going to continue to grow in the long term? If yes, just sit, just hold, just wait. If you think it's a great buying opportunity, maybe consider buying some more. If you are in it purely for the trade, get out, exit. Make sure you cut your losses quickly if you're in that scenario.
I see you got that new Mercedes. I might let you drive me crazy. Usually I ain't the type to stay.
Okay. Sell Mutual Fund by ABT, a company that sells masks to hospitals and businesses. Yeah, fair enough. It would be in demand because of COVID.
Go psycho, ain't no telling where this
I bought 650 shares
I take my chances either way.
And
so come and fuck my life up, baby.
Good job.
Yeah, I see.
Great buy. And this is the sort of thing you really need to consider when you're actually investing. Obviously, what this guy's probably doing right now is advertising the stock. Hopefully more people get invested. That's his agenda here. Keep that in mind. Or he's showing off. Who knows? But at the end of the day, what he's done in premise makes sense. He's understood that there is a demand for something and expects the value of that thing to increase. As a result, the stock price increased with it. So if you've got a product such as masks and we've got a pandemic, well, obviously everyone's going to need masks and the pandemic isn't getting better anytime soon. So what's going to happen? People are going to continue to buy masks. Masks are going to be in short supply, high demand, and the value of that stock is going to rise. And in this situation, as you saw, by 25% from his entry price. Great pick, but at the end of the day, don't get caught up in FOMO in these sorts of situations.
Man, I lost $6,000 in the stock market this year. Oh, no worries. You can actually use that to write off some of your tax.
Yep.
Really? How? What you have is called a capital loss.
Yes.
Okay, and then? So every year you get to deduct up to $3,000. But I lost $6,000. It's okay. You can actually carry it over to the following year and deduct another $3,000. I mean, it still sucks that you lost $6,000. Yeah, I know. Oh man, I lost...
This can understand based on purely this video alone why this guy's probably pretty popular, because that is something a lot of people don't actually realize. If you make a loss on something, such as a stock, such as a crypto, whatever it may be, you can offset it against your capital gains. And if you don't have any capital gains to offset it against, you can roll it over to the following year, effectively meaning you don't pay tax on your capital gains until that capital loss has been compensated for. It's such a fantastic technique. I highly recommend you look into it because it can save you a lot of money. Oh man, biggest issue with crypto. Oh my god. Oh, if that's real. Oh my god. Look how much money that is. That's unreal. A mil. Oh man. Imagine losing that amount of money purely because you forgot a password. Back up your information, guys. Please don't make a mistake where you can potentially lose your money. You can see so many examples of this, particularly when it comes to crypto, because the only person that can recover that information and your coins is you. You don't have an institution like a bank to rely on. Back up your information. $1 million. Unreal. Imagine if he lost that money. He would be so upset. Crazy.
For my taxes, how much do I owe you guys? I don't know. You got to figure that out yourself. You don't know, or you don't want to tell me? We don't know. Okay, so what if I don't pay for my taxes this year? Then you're going to get fined.
Yep.
How would you know how much I owe if you just told me that you don't know how much I owe? Oh,
yep.
We know. Oh, so you know. Then can you tell me how much I owe? No. What? Hey, I'm here to pay for...
That's a bit of a weird one, guys, because what we're looking at effectively here is where we have a tax department, the IRS, whatever you want to call it. That's the US version. Australian Tax Office, for instance. And you've got yourself, you're submitting your tax return. Now, the tax department will know how much tax you owe, but they simply do not have the manpower to account for every single individual. If you get audited by the tax department of whatever country you live in, and you clearly haven't paid your tax, then you're going to get fined. You could get potentially jailed for avoiding tax, for fraud, whatever it may be. Make sure you pay your taxes, guys. Please, this is such a big thing. And one thing I love to say is tax problems are good problems. If you owe a lot of tax, it means you've probably done pretty well in that year. Obviously, if you can offset it, whether it be through depreciating houses or capital losses, fantastic, but tax problems are good problems. Don't try and avoid paying tax. It's silly.
Here's how a 23-year-old registered nurse spends her $106,000 salary in...
RN on 106 grand? I'm assuming that's US if it's based on you. That's insane. There is... What? That's ridiculous. Okay.
New York. After tax and retirement, she nets around $5,700 per month. She also didn't specify where in New York she lives. Her rent and utility is $800, so I'm going to guess she doesn't live in the city.
This is insane.
She also drives to work, and her transportation costs are really high at around $750 a month.
Okay.
The rest of her spending is broken down like so. She pays for a gym, she pays for pet insurance.
Is this real?
She spends
this
around
can't be real.
$450 a month on
There's so many
food,
factors here that don't make sense.
And then she sets aside a little over $1,000 for literally everything else. That's shopping, personal, going out, and the like. She aims to save around $2,000 every single month. She's setting aside $1,000 to pay her loan when forbearance ends, and another $1,000 towards savings, and she's hoping to start investing soon.
Yep.
If you like this series, follow me for more.
Is that real? There's no way an RN is at 23 years old on 103 grand a year. That's insane. US. That's unbelievable. I know people who are registered nurse in Australia, and they're on nowhere near that amount of money. That's unreal. I don't know if the medical system in the nursing payment sense is different in the US, but that seems like cap to me, guys. It doesn't make sense. What I do like though is the fact that the example, she's looking at investing. Great. Love that. That's the main thing. being able to reduce your expenses and then increase the amount you can save, build up that safety fund, and then invest the rest once you can. Fantastic. But that amount of money seems capped. Why? It's $750 a month for transport? All of this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I reckon this is capped. Anyway, let us know down in the comments if you think this is capped. I'd love to know your thoughts. 5G.
5G! You're watching this video on a cell phone. I know, very observant of me. But did you know that soon your videos and data will download 1,000 times faster than they do right now?
Nice.
That's because of something known as 5G. 5G is the next generation of wireless technology.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be faster. Like, way faster. In fact, it's going to be 1,000 times faster than current 4G technology.
Awesome.
This will enable new low-latency technologies like self-driving cars, remote surgery, and a whole host of other cool projects. People are investing a lot of money in this. In fact, 5G is going to create 3 million new jobs and add $500 billion to the economy.
Big market,
That's a lot of money. But it means a lot of companies are going to be benefiting from this investment. So if you buy the stocks of these companies now, you could make a bunch of money off of 5G as well. One of my favorite sectors are the companies that make these 5G cell towers. In order to get 5G up and running, the US is going to need to add 300,000 new cell towers to its system. These towers are the physical foundation of 5G technology, so they're super important.
Absolutely.
The top companies in this space are...
See, I love this until he starts specifically talking about stocks. My whole philosophy when it comes to teaching is don't tell people what stocks to invest in. Fair enough, he's recommending them. He's not necessarily saying buy them. He might at the end of the video. I'm not finished, to be honest. Let's have a quick look.
5G!
Okay, no, he didn't. He just said a few companies in the sector. Fair enough. Good idea, but you can almost guarantee that he's invested in these stocks. And here's my issue. People recommending specific stocks have an agenda. Simple as that. They're invested, then they're going to pump the stock, then they're wanting the price to rise, and eventually they'll dump the stock. This is the sort of financial guru stuff that I hate. Absolutely hate. And as I was saying at the start, my methodology is teach a man to fish. You know that whole saying, you feed a man a fish for one day, they'll eat for a night. You teach a man to fish, he'll eat forever. Same situation. I recommend and I perform with stocks. I never recommend stocks on my YouTube channel. Why do I do that? Because I want to teach people how to find their own stocks and how to invest in those good stocks. I'm not talking about individual stocks or giving reviews or anything like that. I specifically talk about how to invest, the methods, the strategies, all that good stuff. Because if you're telling people to invest in a stock, it's clear what your agenda is. You just want the price to rise because you're investing in it too. Simple as that. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but as far as I can see, there are so many of these pump groups, individuals on TikTok, which cause these issues. Avoid them, guys, at all costs. Learn the fundamentals, make your own investing decisions. Fair play to this guy. He mentioned 3 stocks in this sector, but at the same time, he's talking about specific stocks. I don't like that sort of thing at all, to be honest. And I'm going to wrap up today's video there, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments section below on what you think about these TikTok financial gurus. As you know, my thoughts are pretty obvious. If you're actually teaching people stuff, awesome. But if you're specifically talking about stocks which people should invest in, I've got an issue with that because at the end of the day, you're simply pumping the stock. But if you did enjoy the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more investing, stock market, cryptocurrency, and wealth management content. And with that, guys, I'll wrap up today's video. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.